Miss Maine USA 2025, drama, votes, and a spotlight that won't dim. In Maine, where the Atlantic breeze meets quiet towns and tight-knit communities, something unexpectedly fierce is stirring, and no, it is not the lobster season. It is the 2025 Miss Maine USA pageant, and this year's spotlight is burning brighter than ever. Why? Well, two names, Jordon Hudson and Isabelle Street. Jordon Hudson, the 24-year-old girlfriend of legendary football coach Bill Belichick, is no stranger to attention. She strutted her way to the runner-up position last year, narrowly missing the crown. This year, she is back, heels higher, smile brighter, and eyes locked on the title. But if early public voting means anything, her crown might just slip through her fingers. Let's talk numbers. The People's Choice online vote, which gives fans a say, for $1 a pop, shows Hudson trailing. At the time of writing, she had just a little over 220 votes. That might sound decent, but it is a distant second to Isabelle Street, who is leading with more than 440. So who is Isabelle Street, and why is she pulling ahead? Isabelle is making history. Literally. She is the first transgender model to ever compete in the Miss Maine USA pageant. After capturing the local crown in Monson, yes, that tiny town tucked into the forests of central Maine, she has her sights set higher. And it looks like the public is cheering her on. But her journey has been anything but easy. When I started cheerleading, I had all the odds stacked against me, she wrote in a heartfelt Facebook post this spring. So much pushback, so many people telling me it wasn't a space for me. That did not stop her. Instead, she fought hard. And that fight led her to state and national cheerleading titles. Not bad for someone the world once tried to sideline. She believes that same fire is pushing her through the pageant scene, one glitzy step at a time. Now, let's be honest. The competition this year is about more than gowns and glitter. It is brushing up against something far more loaded, the national debate over transgender inclusion in women's sports and competitions. In fact, since February, Maine has been on the front lines of that very debate. Governor Janet Mills and state education officials have made it clear, inclusion matters. Even as federal pressure ramps up, with the Department of Justice going so far as to sue the state, Maine is holding the line. And this pageant? It is becoming a kind of cultural litmus test. Sure, some are watching because of the drama. Others are there for the dresses. But for many, it is about representation, voice, and, let's face it, where we are heading as a society. Now, circling back to Hudson, her public persona is not just beauty queen. She is young, ambitious, and, yes, romantically linked to one of football's most iconic minds. But that connection, for better or worse, has turned up the heat. Critics say she is coasting on celebrity status. Supporters argue she has the poise and presence to lead. Either way, being in the public eye comes at a cost, and Hudson is paying in attention, headlines, and now, vote counts. So what does all this mean for the pageant itself? Well, the People's Choice winner earns more than applause. They get an automatic spot in the semifinals, a real advantage when judges start making the tough cuts. And right now, Street is that frontrunner. Not just in votes, but in buzz. Whether Hudson stages a comeback or St. Cyr makes history on that stage, one thing's clear, this is not just a beauty contest anymore. It is a mirror. And Maine, whether it wanted to or not, is staring right into it.